Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. And onto the field comes Javon Tracy. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. In the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Northwestern's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And onto the field comes Aiden Childs. His first order of business, manage the game and don't get them behind the sticks.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective, because he's just got so much speed. He can put
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Childs. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right at the line. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Now on the move. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. They've got him corralled.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Wildcats. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The fake that wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. He's stopped. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good thing.
He smashes his way through again. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue, pursue, pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they could be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at the defense and the speed they have. They never give up on the play, and they create a huge loss for this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. At midfield, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Oh, my.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Gets rid of it.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback's spot.
Buying time to his right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Out wide right, it's Thompson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Quick spin on the run. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Timeout taken by Minnesota, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Touchdown, Minnesota! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Caught, it's Wagner. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the North Dakota State Bison.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy complete.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They'll line up for a second down play. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Helms. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Tracy. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. To the air, it's Childs. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Minnesota! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
First play of this drive. Backs got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Reels it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Third and long coming up. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Got him quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's the give off the left side. Turning it on. He'll be dropped.
If I'm a defense, I want to play conservative in these situations. Obviously, it's such a long yardage situation. I don't want to give up that many yards. I got to get the guy on the ground. Really nice effort by the running back, making him miss and, getting all those positive yards. But I got to play conservatively in those situations.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. A run for the quarterback. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quick completion to the right. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for a crease to the left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the finish.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It is chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Timeout taken by Minnesota, that's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Sells to fake.
What the?
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the wide out. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Hits inside. It's Taylor. Defense all over him. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Right side, it's Taylor. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Snapped on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
1-7 of 8.